Hey guys, we're here with Heavy Storm Shadow, going to do the Kamehameha build today. Now this, in my opinion, is the strongest build in the game. Now we're going to go in with Alicia here today, pretty much just for kinetic cut. It's a really great starting skill to have, and it's going to make the early game really easy. Now for this build, you're going to want 4 main skills. Number 1 is obviously going to be the negative ray. Now this is the Kamehameha beam. This is going to be big damage. We're going to pair this with Barge. Now, Barge is obviously a great ability, allows you to just dash straight through the enemies and deal big damage. We're going to combine that with the skill that allows you to tag up the enemies while you're dashing, and then send homing missiles after them. And then we're just going to add Hotfix into the mix. And for the 5th skill, we're going to want to take more energy. So that's basically what the build is. I'm going to show you it's one of the strongest builds in the game here, so it doesn't really matter that much which starting weapon you go for here. We can just do the standard rifle for a bit of fun. Oh, why don't we go for the ricochet rifle here? And let's get straight into it. Now, in terms of the passive trees here, I haven't actually even unlocked everything, so we can spend the currency while we're here on the video. Why not? Got enough to do it. Now, obviously, you want to take as many upgrades from here as you can. I just haven't fully maxed out everything. I just had the currency sitting there because I honestly didn't feel like I needed to use it. For the chips, we're going to go in with these 4. So, Enhanced Mecha, HP plus 10, critical damage of primary weapon, 40, max energy plus 1. Mostly doing it for the energy. Going for energy storage at the end of overheating state of the energy tank. Mecha will not consume energy when dodging and boost for 1 second. We're going with rapid recovery here, end mecha overheating by generating just 100 energy, and then we're going to round it out with when the energy tank is overheating, damage on the mecha minus 50%. So, let's get right into this. Now, it doesn't really matter what level you do. I guess we'll go Tundra for a bit of fun. And as you can see, we're on difficulty 9. We're not going to do endless, just because I don't want to be sitting here for 6 hours running in a circle doing a Kamehameha beam. So I'll show you what this build is about. So let's get right into it. Now, one of the reasons we take Alicia is early on, this cutter ability is really strong. It's going to really help us out a lot until we are able to get our build online, which doesn't really take too long, but it does take a little bit of luck to get the skills to show up that you need. Now, we do have 6 rerolls, so we can do that. Okay. Alright, so we've got one of our skills that we were looking for here right away, which is the power particle. The mecha keeps tagging nearby enemies during boost mode and launch power particles when boost ends, dealing 120 to 150 damage. So this is one of the ones we wanted. Let's grab that straight away. So once we boost around, you can see it targets them and then bang. So that's going to be super nice. Early on, it's, it's good. Later on, it'll be amazing. Okay. So we are on difficulty 9 here, so it's a little harder than the standard mode, but in my opinion, this game is really easy, so... Alright, now Gamma Ray is not the one we want. We didn't really get anything we want here, so we can do a refresh. Got Barge. We can just take Barge now, I think. Alright, so that's a pretty good start here. We've got a few of our skills that we were after already. And we're just gonna keep going here. Okay, and we've got the negative ray to show up here now. So everything's coming together really early on here, and now you can see this kind of idea of what the build is about. Boost around, tag everything up, Kamehameha everything, and then when you stop, everything around you dies because it's all tagged up. Now we did take a little bit of damage there because I was just sort of messing around showing you, but until we get Hotfix, we're just going to play it a little safer. Let's see. So we'll just keep upgrading the barge here, I think. Battering ram mod. Okay. Now we did mess around with the graphic settings a little bit to try and make the frame rate a bit more stable. So as you can see, the enemy animations are a bit a bit lacking because I turned them down. Let's see, extra mass. We can take that one, but for now, I think we keep upgrading our negative ray here and just go all in on the build. Later on, we can take some more additional HP and stuff like that, but early on, we don't really need it. What we're looking for is hotfix. Hotfix is the one that's going to be enable us to heal, and that's going to really round out the build and really really perfect it. Okay. Keep going on the negative ray here, I think. Did we get anything else interesting? We got 2 negative ray upgrades here, so we can choose damage or initial damage. Yeah, we'll just take the 50%, I think, over here for now. Alright, so we're 2 minutes in, so we're pretty early on here, and we've got most of what we want for our build to work. We just got to start leveling everything up here. And we're just looking for hotfix, as I said, and then after that, just energy, anything to increase our energy or energy consumption rate. Now, I don't have the auto attack on right now, as I find it a bit easier to have it off if I want to dash around like a crazy person. We didn't really get anything too... We've got the particle over here, actually, so... What you really want is chance. No, there is another upgrade that can really help that one, but it's not in that particular tree. That's all right. We actually don't specifically need it for this build, but it just adds to it. But we're going to be wanting hotfix here as quickly as we can. So. Right, burning, shockwave, drones, cutters. Kill heal is really, really good over here. This is going to allow us to ram a lot more. So this is one of the essential mods for this build. Early waves here don't really have enough enemies for you to take advantage of it, but later on it's going to be really, really amazing. Okay. I mean, engine upgrade is pretty good, but I think we might look for hotfix here just so our build is complete early on. An alloy plate. Here it is. So, alloy plate is the first node, and then over here is the second node, hotfix. Dodging immediately after taking a hit receives 1 hotfix, restoring your HP by 5. And then there's a second one over here, which is survival instinct. Immediately after taking a hit, each dodge gains your hotfix until the energy tank is depleted. So this is going to allow us to heal significantly. Now, we're just going to need to upgrade it a couple of times, and then our build is pretty much fully online, or close to it anyway. So we'll see how we go. We're only 3 minutes in here as well, so this is really nice. Alright, so now we can just barge and Kamehameha. We're going to want more energy here soon as well. Okay, this is the power particle. We got hotfix here, so this is the one we wanted for survivability. So I'll show you here in a second. We've got 124 health right now. If we just dash through them like so, we just heal. Now I use my dashes a bit too quickly there, but there we go. Almost back to full already. And once we have some more energy, we'll be able to dash even more. And yeah, it's just pretty crazy. All right, so we keep going on the negative ray here now, I think. Yeah. Let's do that one. Okay, active armor. Yeah, I think we keep going on the hotfix tree here. Get everything else unlocked there. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, we don't have quite enough energy yet, so we would like to get the energy tank as well. Let's see. Burning past steady aim. Nothing really all that interesting here. Let's do another refresh. Look, we've got the energy slot here, so this is what we're after. So this is going to allow us to dash around even more and Kamehameha for longer. So as you can see, we can just sort of sit in the middle of them going crazy. So and fast charger as well. So this is really nice. We're getting exactly what we want here, which is really good. Okay, so fast charge, we've got faster energy rate now. Remember, we took one of the chips. Once it's depleted, we only need to fill one tank before it'll start letting us use it again, which is really, really nice. So if we get stuck, we only have to wait for about a second, and then we can just dash again. All right, storm, drones, shrapnel. Gonna refresh these ones. Let's see. Not exactly what we want here. Let's use another refresh. The hollow decoy is pretty fun to use. Do we save one of our refreshes? Can we, if we cancel, does that, no, that just cancels. It doesn't let us actually banish it. Okay, that's fine. I've never actually used the cancel before, so we learn as we go. Let's see, the power particle. Critical chance, damage particle scale of the boost duration. Oh no, we're on multi-lock. Okay, I guess we just take multi-lock. If once we upgrade this all the way, it'll be removed from the loot pool, so got higher chance of getting what we need there. And look, we're a little low on health there, so let's just dash around a bit and we can regen our health here. All right, here's the last one in that skill tree, so that'll remove it out of the upgrade pool here, which is perfect for what we want here. All right, so we just dash around, and as you can see, my health is just going back up. And like that, it's almost full again. And that's part of the reason that this build is so strong. You're able to just heal up yourself with hotfix whenever you want, really. Obviously, you could do hotfix in any old build. It really is one of the strongest in the game, if not the strongest. Now, we could buff up our HP here as well. It's not strictly necessary, but do we use our last refresh? Maybe we use the last refresh here. Let's see. Death Ray. Maybe we take the decoy here. The decoy is really fun. It's quite useful for distracting enemies as well. We got some bosses here, so you can see how quickly the bosses will die to a Kamehameha beam. We've got the decoy. We've got two choices, life and explosive. I guess we'll take the explosive for now. It's pretty fun. We'd like to see the energy one come back up here for even more energy rate and all that, but and because we're just dashing through everything, we're getting so much XP. Critical chance of ramming costs 25% for every 1% increase in movement speed. Critical chance is 1% as well. Okay, let's just take the Juggernaut there. And then we can just Kamehameha the boss to death. We've got an engine upgrade. We might take this now. I think it's worth taking. Here's the energy tank. We got it again, so that's beautiful. Another energy. All right, 6 in total. Pretty fast regen there. So let's just finish off that boss that we missed before. Okay, kinetic cut, have 50% chance of sparking bottle lightning. Okay, so this is pretty nice. So we can boom, and it's, as you can see, it chain lightnings everywhere. To be honest with you though, we don't really need to use it anymore. Max energy +1. Oh, this is really good. When energy is depleted, energy regen rate, sorry, is 80%. That's huge. So that's really, really good. All right, now we got 7 energy, and as you can see, we'll Kamehameha around. We'll tag them all up. Do it again. And once our energy is depleted, got the engine upgrade? Yeah. As you can see, we get our energy back pretty quickly now. As long as we're... oh, we got the freeze here, so we need to just do a regular dash to get rid of the freeze. The long dash there won't actually do it. I think we'll just keep going on our alloy plate one here. We do want survival instincts eventually, so as you can see with hotfix, so it's not strictly necessary. It's just extra healing, which is, you know, always nice. And as you can see, I don't really have to play it safe here at all. We're on difficulty 9, and I don't have to really play it safe in the slightest. If I take damage, I just have to dash around and I'll get my health back. Alright, I've got Life Siphon here. Generate 5 energy for each enemy killed by the negative ray. So this really completes the negative ray, and it's really awesome. Now we're going to get even more energy back, and as you can see, we can just do this almost indefinitely. If there are enough enemies, it will be indefinite, but you will run out of enemies eventually, and then, you know. Alright. Okay. Now, at this point in the run, we can really just sort of take whatever we want here. Shockwave could be fun, but I think we'll just keep going on the clone since we already, or the decoy rather, since we already invested into it. As you can see now, I just sit around Kamehameha-ing everything, and then it all goes kablamo. We don't even really have to use this, to be honest with you. It's nice to have at this point, but it's totally unnecessary. Okay. Alright, and we got the kinetic conduction here. So enemies killed by ramming will blow up, dealing 50% ram damage to nearby enemies. So if we didn't have enough damage output already, now we're going to explode all the enemies as we dash through them. Okay. We don't really want the vertical stabilizer. We could take it to remove it out of the loot pool, because we do like quick and simple. Light load. Light load's okay. Maybe we'll take it just to remove it from the loot pool. As you can see, it's just it's cruise mode here. Okay. We'll take quick and simple. So the move speed and energy rate is great, and we're not using our primary weapon for this build, so... Okay. Light load. That's the other one in there, so we could take it to remove it from the loot pool. Now Supercharge, they said they were going to buff Supercharge here. I think I'm playing on the latest version of the game, so maybe that hasn't come through yet. So we can take a -2 energy. That'll give us 5. Our energy regenerate will be plus 100%. Now, it's really a toss-up, that one, either way. It's not strictly necessary. You can avoid it if you want. And have 7 instead, because we got fast enough regen as it is, as you can see. And we don't even need to take the airdrops or anything here. Strictly unnecessary with this build. And here's the survival instinct. So if we didn't have enough healing before, we get even more now. So beautiful. As you can see, I don't really have to worry about the elites or anything. So we can just start taking more DPS options here now. We could take... I don't know, what do we want to take here? We could take the Death Ray. I mean, that's kind of fun. We could take the Supercharge. I'll just show you what the Supercharge is about. So as you can see, we only got 5 now. But we basically never run out of energy with this build, with Supercharge. So, you know, it's a bit of a toss-up either way. Let's see... We could take the, excuse me, the Evading Storm here. You know, that might be fun. So every time we evade now, there'll be a storm with our decoy. So now, if we do eventually deplete our energy, which we still are finding it pretty hard to do, we're gaining more than we're using here. So it is what it is, you know. Alright, we could also go Berserker here. When active armor activate detonation regenerates 1 HP to the mecha for every time it kills an enemy. More healing? I mean, let's take more healing. So as long as there are enemies around, you really can do this indefinitely now. So we don't really have to take our finger off the button. Let's go on with the magnetic storm. I kind of like that one. It's fun. It's not the most powerful or anything, but it's kind of fun. It complements this build as an additional option to take, but I would not start by taking that one. That's something you start later. We're only eight minutes in here too, so... And we're getting the weather effect, so we might have to do a normal dash here for a little bit just to take care of that. Now, we don't need it at all, but we could take extra health. I'm not going to do it for now because we don't want to take the energy consumption rate increase. Let's see. Holographic decoys. It was stun near enemy. Yeah, let's do the stun. We don't even need the pickups realistically with this build. As you can see, we're just Kamehameha in a big old circle. Okay. Again, we don't really need the extra health here at the moment, so... Maybe take pickup range here. Again, not really necessary for what we're doing, but it's a nice bonus to have. As you can see, as long as there are some enemies around, we're gaining more energy back than we're actually using doing this, so we can just keep it going. Now, eventually you might kill all the enemies and have to stop for a second, but then it just regenerates super quickly. Let's keep going on our storm here, bigger storm size. So you can see the storms are a little bigger for me now. I think we ran out of energy there, but we regened it so quickly that I didn't even notice. And, yeah. So this is the Kamehameha build. It just completely destroys this game. It is the most powerful build in the game that I've come across. Any build will be nice with hotfix though. Hotfix will be able to heal you on any build, so I think that is an essential upgrade to take. Everything else is optional. Some of the other skills are kind of sucky compared to the Kamehameha beam here and the barge. Increase the damage. Yeah, let's take the damage increase here. So whenever we're collecting orbs, we're doing more damage as well now. So why not? We don't need it at all, but as you can see, we're doing a bunch of crits as well. So because we upgraded the passive trees, we have some base crit chance. All right, let's take the last of the decoy one here. Alright, we got two bosses here, Slimeless, Slime Fish and Faceless. Where are they? I'll let them come to me and then we'll see how quickly we can kill them. Alright, here we go. That's it. That was maybe 2.5 seconds? I don't know. Hold it up to charge. I actually don't like this one very much, if I'm being honest, but we're not using it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, XP... from each pearl. Yeah, let's just take the quick learner there. We don't really need any more damage or anything on this build. As you can see, there are enough enemies now that I don't have to ever stop moving. The only thing that will stop me moving is the level up screen here. And then I have to start my dash again. But as you can see, this build just totally breaks the game. We're playing on difficulty 9, and we don't even have to try. We're barely ever losing HP. Even if we do, we get it back straight away. Let's take Orbital Strike now. Orbital Strike's fun. And we could just technically sit here and do it in a big circle too if we really wanted. We take a little bit more damage doing it like this though. Not that it matters because we can just regen our health, but I find it more fun to kind of skate around in Kamehameha. I don't know. I really like this game. I know I know some people maybe not necessarily happy that I said it wasn't quite ready for 1.0. That's not because I dislike it. I just don't think there's enough content or enough polish for this to be a 1.0 release. Like, you look at this compared to Death Must Die's early access, and it's just the difference in the amount of replayability and all that. It's like, you know. And of course, there are plenty of other early access games that you can point to that have done it really well. And there are some you can point to that have done it poorly, of course. But I just wanted to be clear, I do not dislike this game. I actually think it's really, really fun. It needs some work. But I think it holds huge potential to be a really, really cool, Survivors-like experience. Gonna have to do something about the balance here, though, because this is very, very straightforward on the max difficulty. The only thing we didn't take is endless, because otherwise we'd be sitting here for 2 hours doing a big Kamehameha beam in a circle, and it gets kind of boring after a while. Molecular blades. I think these really suck, but we may as well just take them here. There are some skills in this game, or some upgrades, that feel really weak compared to the other ones. The molecular blades are one such example of something that feels like pathetically weak compared to this negative ray. As you can see, I can just keep going and going and going and going and going. What are we at? 12 minutes. What level are we on here anyway? Does it say? Level 50. What's our highest level that we've reached by minute 20? I'm not sure. Let's upgrade these blades all the way and see if we can make them do some damage. Mothership cannon. And normally I would suggest going for the pickups, but 100% unnecessary on this build. This does all the work for you. Okay. So even if we came over here and intentionally ran our energy all the way out, look how quickly it recharges and we're just back. And we're just not taking any damage either. And these weather effects are pretty much non-events for us. We can just dash infinitely, so... let's get going this orbital strike. Just circling this rock, killing everything. As you can see, there's a lot of blood effects when you do a build like this. Just everywhere. And invincibility. I mean, that's just 100% overkill at this point. You can really do this on any character. You do not need Alicia. The only reason I use Alicia is I find her cutter super ability to be quite useful early game. But you can honestly do it with anyone. And as you can see, our build came online within 2 or 3 minutes. It's not really very difficult. Kinetic cut no longer blasts forward, it covers a wider area instead. Alright. Saturation strike. Let's do it. So we fully upgraded the orbital strike there as well. Unfortunately, at this point in the game, the frame rate starts struggling a bit because there's just so many enemies on screen, and it's trying to process all these effects and stuff. And I don't know, the game's just not very well optimized. As I said earlier, I have tweaked the settings that they put in to tone down the monster animations and stuff, but it hasn't really changed the performance for me. It's still pretty poor. And we don't need any health or anything, so we're not going to do that. Level 54, 5 minutes to go. See if our frame rate can handle the next 5 minutes, huh? Actually, it won't even last 5 minutes because the final boss comes out at, what, 17, 18 minutes, something like that? And we're going to smush him really, really quickly, so... yeah, let's get going on the blade there, why not? And just damage numbers everywhere. Alright, I guess we take the second orbit here. So I think they have these knives in here to be somewhat similar to, you know, like Bibles or something from Vampire Survivors. Unfortunately, these knives have such a small area. They're so small. Even when they, even when they get near something, they barely even hit it. A lot of times they just miss. They feel so weak compared to some of the other skills. In fact, a lot of the gun ones and the drones, I think they're a little bit undertuned compared to something like this. And the ones that give you energy and health, I don't know, I feel like they're pretty strong. Just being able to tank all these hits and not ever have to worry about my health is pretty crazy. Let's see. What do I even want to take now? I don't know, take a gamma ray? Let's take a gamma ray, why not? Entirely unnecessary, as we said, but... Alright, all the extra stuff, like the orbital strike and the knives and stuff, it's just extra. It's not necessary for this build to function. Alright, we're just about near the end here. The frame rate's really struggling. Let's see how quickly we can kill him, huh? Alright, he's done. Electrifying effect. Alright, come down here. Kamehameha this dude. And 13 seconds. Let's go. We're in 42k from that, and 12 upgrade points for the chips. And that's it. That's how easy this game can be beaten on its hardest difficulty. That's the build, guys. The Kamehameha build totally breaks this game. As I said, I really like this game, but it is totally unbalanced and there's just not a lot of content in it. But hey, it's really fun, so I don't know. Anyway, that's the Kamehameha build. If you like the video, consider hitting like and subscribe to help our channel grow. And with that, I hope you have an amazing, fantastic day. Take it easy.